What I'm about to show you represents one of the most significant breakthroughs in computing architecture in the past decade, and it's going to fundamentally change how we think about artificial intelligence in the physical world. For years, there's been a fundamental trade-off in robotics that most people don't realize exists. You can have robots that are smart, or you can have robots that are responsive, but you couldn't have both. This limitation exists because true artificial intelligence, the kind that can understand, reason, and adapt, requires enormous computational resources that have traditionally only been available in data centers. Until now, NVIDIA has just released a chip called the Jetson Thor that solves this problem in a way that seemed impossible just a few years ago. This single chip delivers 2,070 TFLOPS of AI processing power. That's more computational capacity than entire server rooms, while operating on less power than a gaming laptop. The key breakthrough is architectural. By using specialized tensor cores designed specifically for neural network calculations and implementing a unified memory system that eliminates traditional bottlenecks between processors, they've created something unprecedented: data center class AI performance in a portable form factor. The proof of this achievement isn't in the specifications, it's in how the industry is responding. Companies like Boston Dynamics and Amazon Robotics are redesigning fundamental aspects of their systems around this single chip, despite having invested years and billions of dollars in existing approaches. What this represents is the crossing of a threshold. For the first time in history, robots can possess human-level reasoning capabilities while operating autonomously in the physical world. If you want to understand how this breakthrough will reshape everything from manufacturing to healthcare, subscribe, and let's explore what happens when artificial intelligence finally leaves the data center. Here's the uncomfortable truth: almost every robot you've ever seen is basically an expensive puppet. Don't believe me? Let's break this down. You know those warehouse robots from Amazon? They follow magnetic strips on the floor. Those smart factory arms, they repeat the same motions over and over again. Even Boston Dynamics Atlas, the one that does backflips and looks terrifyingly human, most of what you see is carefully choreographed sequences that took months to program. The problem isn't that engineers are stupid. The problem is that until now, robot brains have been pathetically weak. We're trying to create intelligent machines using the computing power of a calculator. Here's what's been driving engineers absolutely crazy. Modern AI models need massive amounts of processing power and memory. We're talking about models with billions, sometimes trillions of parameters. These things are so hungry for compute that they live in data centers with rooms full of servers. But robots can't be tethered to a data center. They need to move around, work in places without perfect internet, make split-second decisions when the Wi-Fi goes down. So what have robotics companies been doing? They've been trying to squeeze AI elephant size into mouse-sized computers. The result? Robots that's constantly buffering. And this isn't just a minor inconvenience. This is the difference between robots that can actually understand and adapt to their environment versus robots that are just very expensive automation tools. Real intelligence requires real processing power. Real reasoning needs real memory. Real-time decision-making demands real performance. The entire robotics industry has been stuck in this impossible situation: build smart robots that need cloud connections, or build dumb robots that can only handle simple, repetitive tasks. But what if I told you that problem just got solved completely in the most spectacular way possible? Meet the NVIDIA Jetson Thor. This isn't just another chip upgrade. This isn't a modest improvement or an incremental step forward. This is NVIDIA taking a sledgehammer to every assumption about what's possible in robotics computing. They didn't just solve the robot brain problem, they obliterated it so completely that we're now in an entirely different universe of possibilities. The Jetson Thor packs a Blackwell GPU, the same architecture powering NVIDIA's most powerful data center cards, into a module smaller than a paperback book. We're talking about 2,560 CUDA cores, 96 tensor cores, and 128 gigabytes of unified memory, all running at up to 130 watts. For context, that's less power than some gaming laptops, while delivering performance that would have required an entire server rack just a few years ago. This thing delivers 2,070 TFLOPS of AI performance in FP4 precision, which is exactly what modern AI models need to run efficiently. To put that in perspective, the previous generation Jetson Orin, which was already considered powerful, previously maxes out at 275 TOPS. The Thor delivers 7.5 times more performance. This is specifically designed AI compute power, with enough memory to run the kind of models that were previously impossible on mobile hardware. We're talking about running GPT-level language models, advanced vision processing, and real-time decision-making, all on the robot itself. Okay, I know what you're thinking. 2070 TFLOPS sounds impressive, but what does that actually mean? First, let's talk about what TFLOPS even are. TFLOPS stands for Tera Floating Point Operations per Second. Basically, it's a measure of how many mathematical calculations a processor can handle every second. And we're talking about trillions of operations every single second. But raw numbers don't tell the whole story. What makes this absolutely mind-bending is the efficiency. This thing can run a 70 billion parameter language model directly on the robot. No cloud connection required. No internet lag. Let's break down what this actually enables. That 128 GB of unified memory, it's enough to hold multiple AI models simultaneously. Vision processing, language understanding, and path planning all running at the same time without breaking a sweat. The Blackwell architecture introduces something called FP4 precision, which is specifically designed for AI inference. Traditional computers use FP32, 32-bit floating point, which is overkill for most AI tasks. FP4 uses just 4 bits per number, which sounds like it would be less accurate. But here's the genius part. AI models don't need that precision. They work perfectly fine with FP4, and it allows you to cram way more processing into the same silicon. The video processing capabilities are equally ridiculous. We're talking about 10 simultaneous 4K video streams for input processing. That means a robot can have multiple high-resolution cameras feeding it information and process all of them simultaneously without choking. This is all happening in a package that draws between 40 and 130 watts of power. For comparison, a typical gaming desktop uses 300 to 500 watts. NVIDIA has somehow managed to pack server-level AI performance into something that can run off a decent battery pack. The biggest names in robotics aren't just interested in this chip, they're completely restructuring their roadmaps around it. Boston Dynamics is integrating the Jetson Thor into their Atlas humanoid robot. They had spent years perfecting their hardware and control systems, but they looked at this chip and said, yeah, we need to completely redesign our robot's brain. Amazon Robotics is doing the same thing. They've got thousands of robots working in warehouses worldwide, systems that have been refined over years, but they're betting their next generation on this platform because they realize their current robots are about to look like ancient history. Why is everyone switching? Because they've realized that incremental improvements in robot intelligence aren't enough anymore. Figure AI's CEO put it perfectly when he said the Thor provides server-class performance in a compact form that enables deploying large generative AI models on humanoids. The truth is, these companies have looked at their development timelines and realized they have a choice. Spend the next 5 years trying to squeeze better performance out of underpowered hardware, or redesign everything around a platform that gives them 10x the capabilities immediately. NVIDIA has spent over a decade building tools, libraries, and frameworks that make AI development faster and more reliable. When you choose Thor, you're not just getting a chip, you're getting access to the most mature AI development ecosystem in the world. The switching costs are huge, but the cost of not switching is existential. Let's be brutally honest about what just happened to everyone else in this space. They got obliterated. AMD's Versal AI Edge platform, it tops out at 369 tops. The Thor delivers 2070 TFLOPS Qualcomm's Robotics RB6, which was considered competitive until about 3 weeks ago, delivers 200 tops maximum. Intel's approach? They're still trying to pair general-purpose processors with third-party AI accelerators like the Hilo 8, which gives you a whopping 26 tops. The real devastation is in the ecosystem. They have Isaac for robotics simulation, Holoscan for sensor processing, and a complete software stack that just works. Try building a complex robot with AMD or Qualcomm hardware, and you'll spend months just trying to get basic AI frameworks running properly. With Thor, you download NVIDIA's tools, and you're developing production-ready applications in days, not months. This isn't just about having better specs today. NVIDIA has been optimizing AI hardware for over a decade. They understand this market better than anyone, they have deeper relationships with software developers, and they're moving faster than everyone else combined. The competition didn't just lose this round, they lost the war. Unless someone has a secret time machine to go back and invest in AI hardware development 5 years ago, they're playing catch-up to a company that's already lapped them twice. Game over. So what does all of this actually mean? We're about to witness the single biggest leap in robot capabilities in human history. We're talking about robots that can actually understand what they're looking at, hold genuine conversations, make complex decisions in real time, and adapt to situations they've never encountered before. Not in 5 years, not after more research, right now. This level of capability is going to be available to anyone with $3,500. We're talking about AI-powered robotics becoming accessible to small companies, research labs, even ambitious individuals. The timeline for robot deployment just collapsed from decades to years. Every assumption about how long it would take to develop truly intelligent machines just got thrown out the window. We're entering a world where robots aren't just tools. And honestly, I'm not sure we're ready for how fast this is all going to happen. This is just the beginning. If you want to stay ahead of the robot revolution, subscribe and hit that notification bell, because what we've covered today, it's nothing compared to what's coming next. Don't get left behind in the biggest technological shift of our lifetime.